Fog cloaked London's gaslit alleys, muffling the city's clangor and painting every corner with secrets.
Stepping from the shadowy mist was a tall, sharp-featured youth in an officer's coat. Adrian Carton de Wert carried himself with the kind of swagger that came not from arrogance, but an unspoken understanding with fate. In his eyes burned a hunger for chaos, not for violence alone, but for the churn of history itself. Even before the world stumbled toward the century's great wars, Adrian had rebelled against the quiet destiny of privilege. Balls and salons, continental holidays, the easy comfort of aristocracy, he turned his back on all of it. Instead, he stuffed new hope in a leather satchel, altered his date of birth on a battered piece of paper, and strode into a recruiting office under a false identity. The regulars smirked at his youth but saw a resolve that couldn't be taught. He was accepted, almost on a dare, though no one suspected the scale of his coming legend.
South Africa's horizons seemed limitless and savage.
The Second Boer War was a catalogue of horror and endurance. Here, death was an invisible companion, breathing at Adrian's side in every trench and dusty plain. He crouched beneath shells, dashed across open ground riddled with bullets, and watched comrades vanish in the night's confusion. When a bullet sliced his arm open, he bound the wound, teeth gritted, and shot back until the day was won for his scattered unit. Only later, after tending to his wounds by candlelight, did he pause to consider pain.
A brief convalescence in Britain left him restless.
When others would have sought comfort or glory, Adrian longed once again for the front. He pleaded for a transfer to Somalia, where another colonial skirmish was brewing.
He was wounded almost immediately, a fragment of shrapnel searing through his eye.
On the hospital bed, he clawed off his bandages, one good hand trembling. When the orderlies found him at dawn, he was gone, half-blind but already making for the distant front lines,